he said workplaces should let you be late for work if you're hungover, or like have a rule in if you drank 3 bottles of wine the night before work, you're allowed an hour late to like generate people trying to like have a good time again rather than
lifestyle. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast Chatzzz. And we have a very, very special guest today. Back once again. He's given me a hat looking sexy. Joe, welcome back to the podcast.
Hello. Thank you for having me again.
Yeah, so we were just saying before, how long do you reckon it's been? It's definitely been over a year, hasn't it?
Yeah, easy. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, a while ago, yeah.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years ago. So
lots changed since then, hasn't it?
Lots
really?
changed.
Yeah, so what have you been up to?
Still busy with work, still on the fire, but play rugby for Penrith. And obviously I've got the top on, which was just a coincidence. And then we've got a mutual friend within Scott Ratby.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah. But we're just saying that when we first did the podcast, we didn't know, and then in between, he's been trying to take the piss out of you, and he's done a podcast that you're going to listen to after this, and you'll probably send in the group chat.
He sent us a clip taking the piss, and I was like, "You're about 2 years too late to the party, pal."
Yeah, I know. Well, the main thing that I think we'll talk about today, isn't it, is the big charity run that you've got coming up in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Today, yeah. 8 o'clock tonight. It'll be 2 weeks.
Which is exciting. Yeah. And then, do you want to tell people a bit of context of what you did last year and what you've been doing for the previous years? But I think last year was a big one, wasn't it? For sure.
A few years ago, a lad I know, he probably doesn't know this. It was Gary Taylor from Maryport. He put a Facebook status on just saying that anybody in his area looking for presents, and I thought, what a great thing to do. So I said I'd phoned him, and I got on board and done it for Longtown, and got quite a lot of response from people who I'd never knew that were in that position, kept it anonymous, and then self-funded it for 2 or 3 years, I think it was. And then last year I decided, I always got offered people saying like, you should do a bit of fundraising. So I decided to set up a run, which was 5K every 5 hours for 50 hours. So we've done that last year and raised, I can't remember the exact figure, but it was just over £7,000.
It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'd done a run in Silloth last year as well, and so there was 9 in Longtown, 1 in Silloth, and because we have the shops in Longtown, Silloth, and Langholm, I feel like I'm connected to them, and I've played rugby for both of them towns as well. So I just feel like on a personal note to help those areas out. So we got in touch with the schools. They identified families, I don't know who they are, and I just either gave the school cash if they were willing to go and buy the presents for each individual child, or if some of them weren't, maybe didn't have time, didn't know what they wanted, we just sorted some vouchers out, and the families got the vouchers before Christmas to go and buy the presents. So yeah, really rewarding. Really glad I'd done it, and I found it tough, but not as, it sounds a bit weird, but like not as tough as I thought and hoped it would have been. Yeah. So then obviously this year I just made it a bit harder with the bike.
Yeah. Because I did, I think it was in the morning. I think I did like 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. And there was like, must be like 15 people or so who did it. Yeah. Which I think that was one of the most impressive things, just how much community got behind it and got involved and that kind of thing. Especially like the last one, you got fucking like
40
loads
or 50.
Yeah. A lot of people, and just posting it on social media and seeing everybody there probably motivated more people to get out there, didn't they? If they weren't running it, some people were on the bikes as well, weren't they?
I think I was really nervous last year. I didn't want to turn up to the runs on my own. So like I kind of got people who I was close with, my friends and that, and I asked them to make sure that they would come to which one, and I had a list of who was meant to be there. And then the first one, there was maybe 6 or 7 of us done it. And then like I put a photo on Facebook, and I think it just kind of gained momentum, and everybody was like, we'll come along. And then, like I say, the last one, a lot of people who had ran one already turned up and ran it, the last one together, it was nice, to be fair. We started off the route, which was like a loop, but then I think it was the 11 o'clock on the Saturday, I had a couple of my mates, and then the fire engine from Carlisle came through, and we were doing the loop, but it was heavens opened. And the loop I didn't think it ever held water, and we were over our ankle for a mile, and I was like, we just can't do that loop anymore because my feet are soaking. Yeah. And the worst part was I wore a Barcelona football top, and with the rain, it ripped the badges from the Barcelona badge and the Nike badge, ripped my nipples to bits.
Oh,
honestly.
No.
So I had to have plasters on, and funny, Ratters again, he's like, he didn't believe it, so I sent him a selfie, and I've got a selfie with my top off and just plasters on my nipples. So after that, we just decided to do the straight road up out of Longtown, and we just ran 2.5K and turned round and ran back. And it just meant we weren't running any further than we needed to. It was a nice, easy route. If anybody came and, I don't know, couldn't keep up with the pace, they could just stop and we could catch them back up. So it was easy that way, rather than I'd have felt guilty if we were leaving them on a loop and we didn't know where they were or anything like that. So it worked out better. I haven't really figured out what I'm going to do this year in terms of a route. I think I'll just decide on the morning.
Yeah,
decide. Yeah, like depending on the weather, depending who's there. If you're around, maybe you're looking around and there's a lot of experienced runners, we can maybe just do the loop because we'll all stay together. If there's some people who are maybe a bit nervous, not sure they can maybe manage it, we can just do the straight up and straight back down. I think that's easier.
What made you think that it wasn't as hard as you thought it was going to be?
I kind of had like hopes that I would be like having to be dragged out of bed to go, and it'd just be a bit tougher on the body. Wanted to test myself mentally, and like done it just because I'm stubborn, but I just found it all right. It was tough. I had plantar fasciitis in my heel, and that was the only bit that really bothered us. And I wasn't even that tired, like, because you can hardly sleep through like between them because you're wide awake. And I was all right. And then Monday I was stiff after it. Like I was off work. I had my joints, my knees, and that was all.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I need to run 5K now. I need to run 5K, and you're not. You just sat there, just seizing up.
Yeah.
And then what made you want to go even bigger and even better this year?
I think it's just so rewarding to do. I wanted to do it again, and I just felt like I can't ask people to donate the money again by doing the same thing I've already done. It's not a challenge if you've done it, is it?
No.
So I was like, how can I change it? So I thought, well, this year I actually got quite a lot of people from Langholm came through and ran with us last year. So I was like, we'll do a run in Langholm this year. And then I thought, like, why don't I bike to the one in Langholm? And then I thought, well, I'd have to bike to the one in Silloth as well. So that's where that came from. Kept the 10 runs because I was saying earlier to you, I was thinking about doing 10K every 10 hours for 100 hours. But part of it is people coming along and joining in and getting on board. Whereas some people who maybe aren't the best runners will just say, I can't run 10K, which it's over 6 miles. Some people can't run it. So whereas a 5K, people can just wing it almost, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can walk a bit, can't you?
Yeah,
Jog
that's
a
it.
bit.
So I understand that. So that's why I wanted to keep the 5K, because like couch to 5K. So if somebody thought, well, I'm not the best runner, but if I train for 2 months, I can do couch to 5K. I can eventually do it. I just found it allowed more people to join it. So that's why I decided that. And then the bike, and then we got on board with that. And then I was in Centre Parks a few months ago, and I seen a tandem, and I thought, and my mate works there, and I thought, that'd be brilliant, do it on a tandem. So I texted him, and he was like, I'm not sure I can do it, but I know somebody with one. So he's got us a tandem. But when we got it, it was a mountain bike, and the wheels are thick on it. So it was probably too far to go to Silloth and back. So we're just going to do that on a road bike, and then Langholm and back on the tandem.
That'd be cool still though.
Yeah, just like something different, isn't it? Bit of fun.
Yeah.
And I was up at an awards ceremony for the fire service a couple of weeks ago for the community work that you do. Didn't win. I think it was Kirby Lonsdale Fire Station won it for work they'd done with the community, which deserved winners, to be fair. But David Allen, the Police and Crime Commissioner, he presented the award to them and gave me my like runners-up certificate. And afterwards I went and had a crack with him, and I was like, thanks very much. If you want to come and join this year's pop, come along. And he kind of laughed it off, and then I thought nothing more of it. And then I got a message on Instagram off, I assume it's like his PA. He says, David Allen's really keen on getting involved.
Oh, really? That's cool, isn't it?
So he's coming on the tandem with us to Langholm.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. So I've put it on my Instagram today saying, does anybody want to guess who it is? But just my mates, like guessing random weird folk. It's obviously not them. So yeah, he's getting involved. So they wanted to do the bike, and they wanted it to be when it was like daytime to get some content for them as well.
Yeah.
So I think it's quite good for us both. Really, it grows his profile in and around Longtown for people who maybe, and Silloth and Langholm obviously, who maybe don't know him or not heard of him, and it's good for me for somebody with a big profile to join us. Like, so very random. Like, I never thought for 1 minute he would come. I was just kind of having a laugh with him, to be fair, but he's actually a really nice bloke, and not just saying that because he's like one of my bosses. He is, and then he's just down to earth, and I think you can get behind what he wants you to do when you like him. It's a little bit like we've got a deputy chief at the minute, Lauren Woodward. She's the same. She's like really behind this. She's anything she can do, and it's not. I know it's not personal gain. She genuinely does care for what I'm doing and the community. So brilliant. She's let us have a fire service pickup for the weekend.
Oh, really?
To like as a support vehicle. So yeah, that's really good of her.
That's really nice. Yeah. Like, you don't ask, you don't get, do you? It's like, say you didn't ask him, didn't tell him about it.
No, that's it. Know. So who knows? I don't know if he'll enjoy it behind me. Like, we'll see.
But it's nice that they're all getting behind it, though, isn't it? It must feel good for you, and then obviously, like, for the community as well. It'd be great for them to get involved and think, all right, well, we're doing a good thing here. Then more and more people should get sight of it and then get behind it and then get involved and then raise more money. Isn't it? That is the goal. I think like Longtown, the thing for me is there's nothing that like as a community they do. There used to be a gala years ago that stopped. Then for a couple of years, there was like a street market at Christmas, which was brilliant, but that stopped. And there's like nothing on the calendar that people can like get behind. So I think next year, I was going to do it this year, but I just didn't have time, totally forgot to try and sort it. But to after it, so my final run at 5 o'clock on the Sunday, to have like a Christmas market, whether it be at the schools for them to try and raise some money, or the community centre, and have stalls and stuff like that, and just make it into like a yearly event to back into the community. I think it'd be good, won't it? Yeah, because they have them at like the end of when I did the Great North Run last year, they had like a little, I don't know what you call it, with like stalls and food and drinks and different shops and whatever. Yeah. Obviously not to like raise money for charity and stuff, but it's just because everybody's congregating, isn't it? They'll be talking about, oh yeah, I did the 5K, I did the bike and that kind of thing, and just have a crack and make it a bit of a thing, isn't it? Yeah,
and obviously back to the fire service last year, like the Longtown station, because there was a lot of the times it was the crew that were running, we had to take the fire engine with us. So if we got called out, they could go, because it doesn't look good if the fire engine isn't available to turn out because we're all running around the town trying to do good for the community. Yeah. You still need to serve it. So that'll allow this year again, if anybody's running, if for whatever reason, fingers crossed the door, they get called out, they can just jump in the pickup and use that instead of having the fire engine trailing up and down. Yeah. Just have the pickup. So
it's decent, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd be good.
It's nice, yeah. So then you've got the runs and the bike times on there if people want to get involved.
So the plan this year is Friday the 21st of November at 8 o'clock, we set off from John Davidson's Pipes in Longtown. So they got in touch. I honestly thought they were just a Longtown firm, but they're not. They're a nationwide drainage firm, and they're massive, and they want to get on board. So they've sponsored the first one, and they're going to like kickstart the event. So they're going to be doing food and hot drinks and for the runners and stuff. So at 8 o'clock on the Friday, we set off from there.
8 p.m, yeah.
Yeah. We'll run and come back there. We'll just do a loop. So that's for anybody on a bike, running, come along. And then Saturday, 22nd of November, at 1 o'clock in the morning, 5K run. That'll be from the Longtown Fire Station. And then at 6 o'clock in the morning, again, Longtown Fire Station, we'll run 5K. And then I'm going to bike to Silloth from then, which is 48K, just over 30 mile. And I'm going to be setting off from Longtown at around about 7. That'll give us time to finish the 5K, get home, get changed, get set off. Get to Silloth. We'll do a 5K at 11 o'clock from the Silloth Fire Station. And I'm just going to set straight back off after that. Just try and get home. Bike to Longtown, so that's 48K, 30 mile again. And I've done a little bit of training the other day. It's the first time I've done running and biking. And honestly, like your heart rate's sky high. Your legs are feeling like...
I've seen that on Instagram.
I feel like I'm running on your legs. Like it's just horrendous, but we're all right. So when I get home, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 5K from Longtown Fire Station. 9 o'clock at night, Longtown Fire Station 5K. Then 2 o'clock in the morning, same. 7 o'clock in the morning, the same. And then obviously we're going to be going on the tandem to Langholm, which I think we'll set off at about 9:30, 10 o'clock. That gives us 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get to Langholm, which is only 12 mile.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know how fast this tandem will be.
I was going to say,
because obviously with it being a mountain bike, 2 of us, I don't know. 5K in Langholm at 12 o'clock, tandem back, and then 5 o'clock at night, final one from the fire station. And my plan for that one is, obviously I want support on them all, but the plan for the last one is to get as many like kids down on bikes with lights on, and we're going to be putting burgers. We're going to be doing the butchers are going to like provide burgers and rolls for free for people. I'm going to give a selection box to every child that comes along on the bike. Some of them might run it. There was kids last year who ran it, to be fair. One of them, my mate's son, he was an absolute flying machine and he just took off like he was just a young lad and all. Humbling experience. So yeah, that's the plan on the last one, have as many people there as possible. And we've got the police cars coming through, we've got the fire engine and we've got the pickup fire engine, and we can kind of, if we're just going straight up the road and straight back, the plan is to like just keep everybody in a group so then kids are safe if they're not running right beside the parents or anything like that. We're all just together, and then when we turn around, same back into the fire station for some burgers and stuff like that, and a bit of a crack. So
that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully it's busy, and if it rains, it rains. It really does. It just makes it a bit harder, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which, that's what I want. It's whether or not everybody else feels the same. I think if you've kind of committed yourself in your own head that you'll turn up, it's November, isn't it? It's going to be...
You know what to expect. It's quite mild at the moment, isn't it?
Today, honestly, I was driving and it was like sunny and I thought, this would be brilliant. And then I've just drove here, absolutely bucketing it down. I was like, maybe I don't want this weather. Last year, I remember, I'm just looking at the times on my phone there, the first one, 8 o'clock at night, and then the 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm sure it was like 0 degrees. It was absolutely Baltic. I had the leggings on, I had the face mask on, and it was just horrendous. And then it went raining. There was a storm last year when it was on. And then when you look at it, you think, what are the chances of that? I know there's storms every weekend just about in the winter, but yeah. And there's nothing you can do either, because if I'd done it in the summer, people would think Christmas is miles away.
Yeah, there's no point. Yeah.
So it has to be done this time, yeah.
Yeah, and enough time to get all the money and people to buy the presents and that kind of thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, because that takes a bit of doing, trying to sort it. And last year I bought every child in the Longtown Primary, Longtown Nursery, the Silloth Primary. I can't remember if I bought the Silloth Nursery or not. And then Langholm Primary School and Langholm Nursery. Every kid got a selection box, regardless of their situations. I just gave them to the schools, they handed them out. And then I kept some money over in case anybody got in touch about further help, and nobody did. So at the end of the school year, I got the ice cream van to go to Longtown Primary, and every kid got an ice cream.
Oh, sick.
So that was quite nice as well. But the firm I got, the lad wasn't answering. So I've told the school, the ice cream van's going to be there at 10 o'clock. So I'm phoning for like 2 or 3 days leading up, thinking like, I can't get another one to go in case there's 2.
Yeah.
And it was a nightmare. And like all morning I was ringing them, no answer. I was leaving voicemails, no answer. And then we were actually on the fire engine, and I come back into Longtown and we were following an ice cream van. And I looked and it turned up, and I was like, so happy that's turned up. So I went and said, oh yeah, I'm Joe. I was like, can I have 4 ice creams now? So all the lads, there was just 4 lads on the fire engine, so we all got an ice cream.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah. You got your ice creams as well.
Yeah, but seeing the photos on Facebook of that, it was nice. Like, you know, it was nice. I know the money was for like the vulnerable families and stuff, but that money was just left over, so it just seemed like it was a nice place to put it. At least everybody benefited then, isn't it?
Kid's a kid, isn't it? They love that kind of stuff, isn't it? So I think that's so good. How much organising just something like that take then? It's take a lot.
Kind of. So, like, I'm crap with remembering things where I'm meant to be and stuff. So I've have to like set a calendar up of who I'm meeting and to organise this, that and the other. And so this year I thought to promote it, obviously promotional videos and content creating and that. And True Content, Kelly, she's called. I put a status on, somebody tagged it. She was like, yeah, I'll come along, no problem, and do it. So we shot it, and it took ages, like, because I'm I'm all right talking face to face, but I was like struggling to do it all.
As soon as the camera's on you.
Yeah. So, and that video that we put out, that generated, I think it's had 70,000 views on Instagram, which I think is quite a lot.
Yeah, I think when I saw you last week, the week before, it was like 50,000.
Yeah,
so it's got to be.
It's still getting there. And then Facebook, it had about 50,000. So it's had 120,000 views across those two platforms. And that just kickstarted it. People, you could, instead of just putting the GoFundMe page on, people were watching it, seeing it, and thinking, I can get behind that, rather than just a status of writing.
Yeah.
So that's so good that we got that done, and just try to promote it as many ways as possible. And then people saying, "Oh, was it not a shan?" I'm like, well, not really. When you're trying to do good, you need to get out of it's 2025. It is how the world goes now, isn't it?
Yeah. Videos are the best way to market something, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's it. Like, so that's why we're here today as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think people who say that, though, say, "Oh, is that not embarrassing?" I think it's a bit of them themselves being like, "Oh, I could never do that."
Yeah.
Or a little bit of jealousy, thinking, "Oh, yeah, I wish I could." Like,
wish I had the confidence to do it.
To put myself out there, that kind of thing. Yeah.
And it is, like I say, it's different. If it's not what you've done, it is. But when it's for the right reasons, or even if people are doing it for work, it's like, that's how they're trying to grow a business for themselves. You've just got to go with the flow, haven't you?
Yeah. But I think, like you say, you doing that video is amazing because, like, yeah, from everything that you did last year, and then if you up it this year, like people seeing the whites of your eyes and actually hearing you speak and that kind of thing, it's so much more powerful. There
was a lad running while I was videoing, and I know him, and he kind of like nodded at us, say, "All right." And then the video went on that night, and he messaged us saying, like, "I'll come along for one of the runs." Great video, kind of. And I thought it was quite funny because I bet he thought, wonder what he's doing there, like, video on that. Yeah, I bet he thought I was just talking about work, but not this time, like, actually the runs.
No, it's good. You should definitely do, like, video diaries, just like even selfie videos of when you're doing it.
Yeah, so
before
that was,
and after.
So then this year, I set some goals at the start of the year. Won't bore you with them, but one of them was to start a podcast.
Yeah. You should do it.
So I'm half tempted, and I need to speak to you about when I've got David Allen on the tandem.
Yeah.
Of like, how can we make that into...
You just need to get one of them little Osmos and then get two mics on each of it. Yeah, that'd be good.
So, but where would you put the camera?
You just have to attach it to the bike, wouldn't you?
Could you just have it like somebody driving along and the pickup next to your video?
Could do, yeah. You just have to get mics. So
yeah, the DJI mics.
Yeah, I've got two of them. They're in the car actually. So yeah, you just get them, clip them on with the magnet thing.
Yeah.
And then yeah, if you got somebody with the Osmo or whatever, I think you can attach them to a phone. I don't know, but I've just got that.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, you just have that and the two mics, and then it'll pick up the audio. Because say if you're on a bike, you're going to pick up lots of wind. So you'll need the mics and then the buffer things, the little fluffy thing on to stop the wind. And then, you'll be able to have it a bit like that.
Because then I've like ticked off another, like one of my goals there, starting a podcast. And that's like a very random place to start it, I suppose. But you've got
that'd be good. Yeah.
And then we are gonna try and do Kelly again. She said she would come and give her time for the cause to get the video. So like, it's something to keep for years to come as well, isn't it? Like to like 100%. Look back and think something you can be proud of being able to do and actually having the footage. So I'll
show your kids as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna document it myself on my phone, get as many videos as I can.
Yeah.
I want to interview people at it as well. Even when we're running, I know it'll be like, I'll have to hold the mic away from us when I'm not talking because it'll be like, like that.
Let's get two mics.
Yeah. And just like ask people when we're on the bike. I've got a couple of people coming on the bikes to Silloth and back, but I imagine there'll be like a couple of random folk who have no idea that they were coming. I just think we could just take turns at giving somebody else the mic and asking them, why are you here? What is it? Why are you called? Like, it'd probably be the same answers, just supporting a good cause, but you just never know, do you? There might be.
Because I think if you did it in, say, landscape like that, you could say, I don't do it as much now, but sometimes. So like even when I go on like holidays and stuff, it's different.
Yeah.
But just like vlogging it and documenting it.
Yeah.
And then even like me and Claudie watching it back, or like when me and Kieran have been away, just like watching it back and you think, oh, that was like such a good memory, because it's different seeing it than thinking about the memory. So if you did that, even if you just, I would get a plan done as well.
Yeah.
Because say my opinion is, if you said, oh, I'm going to video it, and then you just forget. Whereas if you got a plan of like, all right, at 1 o'clock on thing, I'm going to get 2 clips of me asking Adam's coming down and somebody else is coming down.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask them this and then say, oh yeah, when David Allen comes down, we're going to do the podcast, and like you get it out or somebody else gets it out, and then you get the podcast, and you can create a bit of like a storyline.
Yeah, I suppose, rather than just
random, yeah, because then it'll be so much better. But it wouldn't take too much. Don't overcomplicate it.
No.
Just like, say like, all right, yeah,
bullet points of what I need to accomplish on that run.
Because filming videos is effort, so you want to make it as much of a process as possible. So like if you say whichever clips you want to get, like at the start, or get someone to ask you how you're feeling about starting and that kind of thing. Because how you feeling after the first one, and this next one could be if the fire people are down and say, why are you coming down? And then you doing the first bike, and then whoever's doing the bike and that kind of thing. So you just like tick boxing it.
There's actually a lad who came last year, Tucker from Longtown. He said he's never ran, and he turned up and ran. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was definitely the first or the second. And he's continued to run ever since. And he's run half marathons, and he still runs it. He says like it's just given him a new lease of life.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So like not even like that. I think that's helped somebody else in a way that you would never have expected. He probably turned up for that run and thought, I'll go down and support him, and then just got the bug for it. And then we were doing the Castle Series 5K.
I've seen you did that. Was that good?
Yeah, it was actually. Like, I only got 3 of the medals. I was on holiday for the 4th. So I've got a jigsaw with a piece missing, because that's what the medals were. So me and Tucker run alongside each other, and obviously I was way better than him. Oh no, left us. Flying. So like his times are class. I think he's done 20 running events this year.
Fucking hell.
I know. So fair play to him, and he's still doing it. And
it's cool that you've like inspired someone to do that.
Not even just getting them out. So hopefully, if you do it again this year, it's helping somebody else to start a hobby they never thought they could do. Like,
especially for like a health and wellness.
100%. So
because I think running for me personally, I find it's so much mental for me, because I don't know, I just get so much clarity after a run.
You don't listen to headphones, do you?
No.
Weird that. Like,
and I went for a run yesterday because Claudia teaches Pilates now, so she'll start a class at like 7, finish at like quarter 2, and then I'll set up just before and then just run like round Carlisle without my headphones. Well, I'll have headphones for my split times.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So the only thing you hear is what pace you're running.
Yeah.
Oh no, I know
it's a bit weird. It is weird.
Yeah, I struggle with that. Like,
do you know how I got into that though?
How?
It's not very interesting. But last year in December, I was doing the Malaga half marathon.
Yeah.
And I'd bought an Apple Watch because I was like, right, I've got to get my Spotify, because I normally listen to podcasts, get my podcast on the ear, link it to my headphones.
Yeah.
And then for some reason the Bluetooth didn't work, so I had to run that half marathon without any music, and I was like, fuck. But then I got my best time, and then ever since then I was actually quite nice. Just like think about life and feelings and thoughts and all that kind of thing.
So the Apple Watch, that was last year. So we went running the first one, and everybody was like, right, that's 5K. And I had my Apple Watch, and I'm like, it's not. Mine's only saying like 2.95 miles. So I was having to, everyone else was stopping, and I was having to carry on because I was logging it through this. So I done, and then I was like, oh, maybe just had a bad day. One through the night, done it again. Everybody else was like, 5K, stopped. And I'm like, it's not even at 3 mile. So I was like, right, the Apple Watch is getting binned. I'm just going to carry my phone and I'll do it on Strava. So I've never worn my Apple Watch from
rubbish, I think.
Gutted. So that's why I just carry my phone in the pocket, like.
Yeah.
It's easier.
What do you think of the Whoop? How long had you Whoop for now?
I've had it about a year and a half, and I love it, but my mate Greg, we both have one, same one, and I bought some shorts so when we play rugby you can put it in.
Okay.
And I texted him the day, because whenever he was doing exercise it was logging straight to Strava, and I was like, how do you do that? I need that.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, oh, I don't have it anymore. And I was like, why? He says, because he was not doing things because he was going to get a bad recovery. So he was going away with his girlfriend and be like, I'm not having a pint because I'll be in the red recovery.
Yeah.
And he just felt like it took over, and I kind of see that. And that James Smith, he put there was a clip of him the other day on Instagram, and it was the same thing. George Graham sent us it, and it was like, he thinks people have lost the ways, like fitness track and everything. He said workplaces should let you be late for work if you're hungover, or like have a rule in it. If you drank 3 bottles of wine the night before work, you're allowed an hour late, to like generate people trying to like have a good time again rather than
lifestyle,
everything with the Whoop. But I like it. I do, but I do understand it definitely takes over.
Yeah.
You're constantly, as soon as you wake up on the morning, you want to go and see.
Yeah.
When it's like pending your sleep, you're like, hope it's green. And then if it's red, you automatically feel, oh, I did feel a bit crap, you know. But if it's green, you're like, I knew I'd had a good sleep.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it's good and it tracks all your sleep and everything like that. But I think I may follow in Greg's footpaths. Like, after the runs, I think.
Yeah, because I had like 4 cookies straight before bed the other day. I got 29% recovery, and I was like, "Fuck, I should," because your body's obviously still like metabolizing all that stuff. But then last night, this morning, I got like 83%. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm fucking."
Yeah,
buzzing.
but so we'll have a look here. My heart rate variability and resting heart rate is like.
Mine's awful because I can't breathe. I've got a deviated septum. I need to get fixed.
So my heart rate variability.
87%, you fucking beat me.
Yeah, heart rate variability 212.
What?
And resting heart rate 46, which to be fair, my resting heart rate's high at 46. It was down to like 37, 38.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You're a fucking athlete.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it must be wrong.
I'm not. Mine's terrible. My HRV's like 59.
59?
Yeah.
Like 212, so.
My resting heart rate is 50. Honestly, I'm like literally dying or something. I don't know what's going on. But yesterday I got like 9 hours 40 sleep or something, and I only got 65% recovery, and I had a nap in the day as well.
I average, so like I get about 6.5 to 7 hours sleep every day.
Yeah, that's all right. I think I get like 6:40,
which ticks me over. Like,
yeah,
it's good to know that. But like I say, I'm going away this weekend to watch England Australia at Leeds with the lads. And I think I'm just going to leave it at home.
Yeah.
Because I'd get depressed enough off the drink. Never mind checking me up on the morning and it's telling us 3% recovery and 2 hours sleep. So I think I'll just leave it at home.
Yeah.
And then I didn't really want to drink on the build up to it because I don't really drink, but we've got that with the lads. And then obviously I've got one of my best mates' funeral on Tuesday. So
yeah,
I'll be drinking at that, I think.
Yeah.
I think I deserve that. So we'll just be fully focused. I've got no rugby. Next weekend's a free weekend, and then it's the runs. So my body shouldn't be too sore for it.
Yeah.
So I should be all right. I've got a little bit of a problem with my ankle and that, but it's fine. Like, just part of it, isn't it? To get through it. It's just another obstacle in the way. But you see other people doing challenges, and a lad called Ross Metcalf done one 2 weeks ago, I think it was, and he went from He's in the forces. I'm going to say the army, but I don't know. And he went from Fylde, which is near Blackpool, and he came all the way up into Barrow, I think, and then up the Cumbrian way to Carlisle.
In one go?
I think so. Yeah. I think it was something like 160 kilometres, I think he did. And I looked at it and I was like, I couldn't do it. Like, at least a challenge is only a challenge if it's achievable, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, that's obviously, like I was saying, I've put the bikes in this year to make it harder because when people are donating, they want them to think, oh, it's harder than last year. But like when you look at some challenges, you think, I couldn't do it. It would be failure. I done the Cumbrian way in the summer. We walked it, me and my mate, Ulverston to Carlisle, underestimated it so much, set off 7 mile in, blisters on my feet. And I'm like, I don't get blisters ever. And my feet were just battered. And I don't know why, it was 7 mile. Yeah. And then we got 23 mile in and we had a couple of miles to go. And we just weren't speaking to each other. It was raining. And we were just walking beside each other. We were walking past people, not even looking at them. We were sick.
So zombies.
Oh, horrendous. And then next day we went from, I think it was Elterwater we stayed at, up, and we were meant to get to the top of High Pike, which is between Keswick and Coldew, closer to Coldew, but we never made it as far as we'd hoped. And then we camped at the bottom of Skidder House. Have you heard of Skidder House?
Yeah.
So camped at the top of the fell up there, and all we talked about for hours was I had a pot noodle and he had some super noodles, and we had these, like a gas canister with a pan, and it was like all we'd spoke about was these pop-up tents up within a second, pitched in. We're like, right, let's get the cooking on gas. So I was fiddling on with it. I says, here, Snowy, I can't figure out how that works. So I threw him it. He's like, right, pass the lighter. And I was like, I haven't got a lighter with this. He's like, you're joking? I was like, I haven't. He's like, caution. I was like, I thought that was it on the side, but it wasn't. That was just like the gas control. But I thought it maybe had a spark in it. Again,
like pushing or something,
ignition thing. And I was like, I haven't tried it. And he was like, and it was a little bit like knowing I'm a Celebrity where they'd come home with no stars. Like, don't worry about it. And he was saying, don't worry about it, mate. Like, I'm not that hungry anyway. And I'm like, oh,
feels so bad.
We're kind of like, we're both in our own tents, lay on our backs, no crack whatsoever. And then we heard like a bit of rustling and somebody walking. So like Snowy's out the tent in the flash, goes, excuse me, have you got a lighter? He went, I have, I.
Oh,
and we were like, come and sit down here. You're going nowhere till this water's boiled. So this random lad just had to kind of sit down with us. And we're like, you're not going anywhere. So we boiled poured his, boiled mine, had mine. Then we boiled some more for our hot chocolates.
Oh,
right.
How long was he there for? Fucking hell.
I know he was. Well, I just went in to go outdoors and I don't look at anything. But the gas canister had worked for like the temperatures of -10. So like it boiled the water in no time at all. And I mean, it isn't that we're high up, we're not that high. It's not like
Mount Everest.
Yeah. So it just didn't take long at all, but he was just kind of, you could tell he was bored, but we're like, if this falls over, it just ruined our whole trip. But then the next morning we got up and we had from Skidder House to Carlisle to go, but we didn't have any water from there, but because we were meant to be at the top of High Pike, but we were knackered. So we had like 4 or 5 miles to go with no water. We had no phone signal. It was just a bit of a bad start to the day. And because we were in a valley, our feet just got soaking straight away. And I was just like, why have we done this?
Yeah, it's not
but
a good
then
time.
We started to, and actually the lad who gave us the lighter, we said to him, again when we were laid down, he was sat there and I says, how many days you been doing it, pal? He says, oh, this is my 3rd day. We were like, all right, this is our 2nd. He's like, oh, you've done well. He says, you do realise you've left yourself like 40 to do tomorrow. And we kind of sat up, we're like, 40 miles to do tomorrow? He's like, no, 40 kilometres. I was like, oh, I thought we'd like miscalculated, but we hadn't. So then he just ended up carrying on. He said, oh, I need to get to Colbeck tonight. And I was like, all right, no worries. So the next morning when we're going up High Pike, we seen him. He'd camped a mile away from us. And we said, camp with us if you want, pal. You've got a light. And then come in handy. He's like, no, I need to get on. And then I reckon within 10 minutes, he just pitched his tent up. And I thought, why wouldn't you camp with us?
That's right.
And then he finished the walk with us. So he walked from like High Pike to Carlisle. So best part of 24 miles with us. Didn't want to camp with us.
Probably sick of your crap.
Yeah, he probably just wanted away. Thought we were going to kidnap him for his idea. But that was a nice goal. So that was one of my goals to walk that this year.
What other goals did you have set?
I wanted to do 2 High Rocks events, which I done.
Yeah.
I wanted to coaching. I wanted to get my rugby coaching certificate, whether that be rugby league or rugby union. I've got them. I wanted to run 500k in the year, which I'm nowhere near. No. And I think I'm at 350. So if I do that, obviously I've got 10 5Ks, that'll put us to 400. It means I've got to run 25Ks in December. Is it going to happen?
Come to Malaga with me, do the marathon, that's 42k. Easy.
Nah, thanks very much for the offer. I think I'm busy. I wanted to start a podcast.
Yeah. That's on the cards though.
Yeah. And I think that, run a half marathon. But not like an event, just the distance. Which I'll do. I'll do some point in December. I've just never
That's a good achievement,
got round to doing it. I would maybe have liked to have done the Cumbria run or something, but because it's always when rugby is, so it's on a Sunday, and I've played rugby on the Saturday, and I'm not going to play rugby to go. Like you try telling Dave Preston that I can't play rugby because I've got to run the next day. Like it's not going to happen.
No,
like you're playing rugby, so that's why I find it hard. And then throughout the year, I had a couple of other 10 running medals.
Yeah.
I need 10 running medals. I think I've got 8. But because I won, when I got that award at the fire service, I got a medal for that. And that was for running. Yeah. So I'm classing that as a running medal.
Oh, but as well?
Yeah, so we're not too far off. And so if anybody else has got any events going, I've
got a few medals over there. You can have one of mine if you want.
Yeah. Well, that was me and my missus had the Castle 5K, the last one. But we were on holiday and you could run it virtually. And I'm like...
Virtually?
Yeah, so all you had to do was send them in that you'd ran 5K that day and they'd give you this medal. And I was like, it's not really
that's the same.
It's not, is it? And I was like, I'd rather just give me a medal, give somebody my place. So my pal done it and he got the medal. But he's like, well, you can have the medal. I was like, the whole thing
you might need it though.
I know. I could be phoning him for it just for the photo light. But yeah, so you've got.
That's good.
So we're 2 weeks out from the run, feeling good.
Yeah. How can people get involved with donating and the runs and the bikes, everything like that?
So the schedule's on my Facebook, Instagram, and if you can run 5k, come along. If you can't run 5k, bring your bike. If you've got a bike, if you can bike 5k, all I ask is a £10 donation to the cause if you come along. But if you come along to 10, 8, however, it's just a 10. I don't expect £10 every time, just a thing, because it helps me having people there. I gave an opportunity, Halbro Sports, who do like our rugby stuff. Yeah. I played rugby for the Halbro rugby team. Nigel Beattie was our contact, and he messaged us when he seen it all and said, can we get on board with Halbro? Can we design like a vest or a t-shirt for you? Kind of sell some sponsorship places on and raise some money. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, probably not a vest though, because the Baltic, won't it? Yeah. And he was like, the vests are made in the UK, so we can guarantee that they'll be here in time. So I was like, a vest is perfect. I'll just put it over a jacket if it's cold or raining. So I gave out like 10 slots for them, £50 each. And like they just went in no time at all. I had loads of people messaging saying, anything else we can do? And I was like, what else can I sponsor here? And then with the tandem, my auntie and uncle, they own the Signpost and GQ Gifts, and they have, like, they do signs and stuff. So the gaps on the frame of the tandem, they've put boards on and people have sponsored a slot on there. Yeah. And then I was like, there's literally nothing else I can offer, because Chivers give us a good deal on my trainers. Booker's Wholesale, have you heard of those? Yeah. Like, they're donating like food, water, drinks for the runners and stuff to put in their pickup. So I'm like, just a donation of anything you can do. I'm like, there's not much more I can sponsor. To be honest with you, the way it went, you could have almost have had a vest for each run and had 5 sponsors per vest. Yeah. So then that would have generated 50 sponsors rather than just one vest. Mm. But like, it was just kind of a last, because I left posting it fairly late, but just to like, because it was, leave it till it was close by. I felt like it, rather than doing it in September, like August, so it's too far away. So I just kind of pushed it, and then from then on, hammered pushing it. I didn't have a chance to do it like that, but I think for next year, that's an option, isn't it? And then try and get whoever sponsors that run, try and get them down to be involved somehow.
Would you sponsor every 5K?
Yeah, like, well, I was looking, so John Davidson's Pipes, who again, who they started it, I thought, when they said about starting it from there, I thought I could do that for every single one. That'd be brilliant. But then I thought, it's quite confusing. Like, you could be driving to Longtown and thinking, I don't know where we're starting from. So that's why I've just said, we'll do the first one from there, which is brilliant. But then every other one will just be from the fire station, whether it be in Longtown, Silloth or Langholm. It's all starting from the fire stations, which then everybody knows where it is. There's parking around the back, easy to find. But yeah, just come along, sponsor, run, bike, share my post. The more people hear about it, the better.
Yeah, because even when we were filming a video the other day, weren't we? One of the older guys in the street, wasn't he? He was like, oh yeah, I'll get involved. Like, donate.
I wonder if he'll come.
He seemed pretty keen.
He did. He was, because obviously the bikes too. So I've had a few people messages. There's actually 2 lads I used to play rugby with, Sean and Travis. They've messages there from Whitehaven, and they've messaged saying that they would like to do the bike. But I'm thinking, it's just a bit of a nightmare. So what they're going to do is they're going to get the train from Whitehaven to Maryport, bike to Silloth, and then they're going to do the bike back to Longtown with me, have some food, bike to Carlisle, train home. So it works out quite good for them. Yeah. And I know they're both into biking, so it'd be nice. We haven't played rugby together since we're like 15 or 16, so that was nice. So if people can do that, it just makes it better on the bike. Speaking to people you haven't spoken to for a long time, you can have a catch up, and hopefully the bike will be finished before you know it. I kind of regret saying I'd do the bike now. I think I
didn't even know you were into that much into biking, but
I'm not. I was through COVID because it was the only thing you're allowed to do, wasn't it? Like, can't catch COVID if you're on a bike. So we were flying on the bikes, but it's not something I've I've done much. And
it makes it a challenge, doesn't it?
It does. And to be fair, I had goals of getting out on the tandem, practicing, and I've literally, I didn't say, my mate Swaley, who worked at Centre Parks, he got Cycle-Wise from, I think they're at Winlatter and Cockermouth, they've got bike shops, and when they heard, they gave me the bike for free for like 6 weeks to train on and do everything, and they've just let me have it for nothing, which...
That's amazing.
Well, it is because it's like, it's going to be funny to watch people on it, so that generates a bit of publicity. It allows people to join in for however much, and because it hasn't cost us anything, like, brilliant. And when they turned up to Penrith with it, obviously at rugby, they kind of brought it over to show us, and I was like, yeah, perfect. They were like, right, it's yours. I was like, what now? They're like, yeah. I was like, all right, I just thought you were going to drop it off the day before. They're like, no, get some practice in. I was like, oh, I definitely will. So me and my mate went around the car park in Penrith, probably like 200 metres, not even 100 metres, put it in the van, off the van, it's gone into the shed, and it hasn't come out the shed since. So I've done no training. And they're like, you'll need to like get practice on it because it's quite hard.
The balance and stuff.
And I'm like, yeah, honestly, me and my dad will go out on it and that. I haven't been out on it. So I could maybe do with...
Got 2 weeks to go.
Well, I'm taking it to Penrith on Monday to get a photo with David Allen. This won't be out by then, so...
No, it'll be out next Sunday,
Yeah. So we're going to get some photos with him. So I might take our helmets and like see if he fancies a spin around Penrith on it.
Yeah, why not?
Just a bit of a laugh in it. It's good of him, like, because, like I say, just a high profile. I don't know anybody else who I can try and blag to come on it, like somebody that can try and raise the profile for us, because I don't know anyone.
Or like a local MP or something.
I don't know anyone. I don't know any famous people.
I don't know, there's not many famous people around either, is there?
No.
What about like the Carlisle United manager or something?
And who is it though?
Mark Hughes.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Oh, he's quite famous,
big,
isn't he?
Yeah. Like a Carlisle player.
I wonder if he can ride a bike. Well, actually, Jonathan Sunley, he's the Carlisle United police officer. He follows them around. And he said that he'll try and speak to some people from Carlisle to see if they can come for one of the runs. Maybe like lads who aren't in the playing squad, or... We actually met one of the lads in Vegas. I might message him, see if he'll come along.
Just pie off the match that weekend.
As long as he's not as wrecked as he was in Vegas.
But yeah, I'm sure people will, like, as soon as it starts going, like the first one goes off, people will just start flocking.
Yeah, I think because it's from JDP, John Davidson's Pipes, and they're making it a bit of an event. I think some of their staff are running it. They're going to have gazebos up and stuff like that. And because I'm going to have a bit of content from there to go live that night or the next morning, I think people will be like, oh my God, it's a bit bigger than I thought. I thought it was just him running around the streets on his own or whatever. They might think, well, it is kind of that, but they might think, I'll go and support him. Or they've supported him, or I'll have to go and do it if they've done it. I don't want to look like not a good mate. So hopefully there's... I put a post on the other day of me with my face over for like Forrest Gump with people behind to kind of... I do want as many people there as possible, because I remember last year I was just like dropping left, dropping right, pushing up, and just trying to speak to everybody, like thanking them for coming, that they're not just supporting the cause, they're supporting me doing it as well, and that was part of it. You came last year, did you not carry on running about?
Yeah, I did like 26k.
Yeah, everyone else like stopped and had a brew and that, and you just see you later. I'm carrying on for another 21k. We're like, see you later.
Yeah,
but there was some... When I came up the hill to see people there, like it was, I just thought, oh, it's so nice that people support. And then,
it is like the kid, like there was a couple of kids that were there when I was doing it. A couple on the one on the bike or something. And
well, Colin,
I think your brother was on the bike as well.
Yeah, so this year he'll have my nephew, and he's got like a seat on the back.
Oh, sick.
So like he'll come along, and there was me mate who was on the fire. Colin, his grandson, came to like, I think he came to 7 of them on his push bike. And all the way around, I was saying, you'll have to get yourself a McDonald's. And his granddad was like, he plays tough, Colin, but he's not soft at that. He won't see this because he just has a neck here, so he'll never hear this. I kept saying, you'll have to get him a McDonald's. And he's like, he's not eating that. So I actually got him a card from me and thanked him for coming, because I just thought it was nice for like a young lad. You know, his family, you know, they all work and stuff like that, and they're quite well off and stuff. But just to get on board of something that to help people, and I thought it was really nice that he was just so keen to do it. And Colin done 8 of them on his bike. The only one he didn't do, one of the ones he didn't do was the one at Silloth,
Okay, yeah.
Because he couldn't get to get his bike there, and that was just going to be a bit of a hassle. So I imagine he'll do the mall again this year. I hope, obviously the Silloth one he won, but I think he'll bike I think he'll go to Langholm and back. He says he pretending I'm not doing that. I remember we were on about it in the fire station. He's like, I won't be doing anything like that, no chance. And then he was like the biggest support there. And obviously, mum and dad and girlfriend, they supported it well, and my brother and that. But he was a class, Colin, to be fair.
Yeah, big shout out to Colin.
Yeah, not that you'll ever hear it, Col.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. Right, let's wrap it up then.
Yeah.
So finally, put the dates and the times for people to get involved.
So
we can wrap it up.
Friday the 21st of November.
So this will be out on Sunday before, so whatever date that is. This podcast will be out on
the 16th.
Yeah, 16th. Yeah.
So this Friday, that's what we can say, isn't it?
This Friday, yeah.
This Friday, 8 o'clock at night, from John Davidson's Pipe Longtown, we'll be setting off. Get down a little bit sooner, get your photo taken, maybe get interviewed.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, 1 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock in the morning, we'll be doing a 5K from Longtown Fire Station. We'll then be biking to Silloth at around 7 o'clock in the morning. So if you're good on a bike, we'll bike to Silloth, 11 o'clock, 5K at Silloth Fire Station, to then bike back to Longtown for 4 o'clock, another 5K. 9 o'clock at night, 5K in Longtown from the fire station again. Sunday the 23rd, 2 o'clock in the morning and 7 o'clock in the morning, 5K from the Longtown fire station. We're then doing the tandem to Langholm. Now, I don't know if David Allen's keen on biking all the way on the tandem. So if you're coming on a bike, you might have to swap with him and he'll jump on the bike and you'll swap his. 12 o'clock Sunday, we will be doing a 5K in Langholm to bike back to Langholm on the tandem to finish at 5 o'clock in Longtown. And if you can support one, if you can only come to one, make it the last one, and we'll make it a special one for people to
make it a big one.
Make it a big one, and remember for next year to, if it finishes with a bang, it makes you really want to do it next year, doesn't it? I raised 7,000 last year, but when I set off running, I was only on 1,200. I'm already over 4. So if we can get to the £10,000 mark, I would be over the moon.
That would be unbelievable.
Which is achievable.
Yeah.
Once you start doing it, people get onto it, don't they?
Yeah. No, I'm excited for it. I'll definitely be down for one at least. I just realised I need to run 32k that weekend.
Well, I can tell you when you can do it. You could 6 of these.
But yeah. Right, everybody, make sure to follow Joe, get in contact with him, support, donate, all that fun stuff. If you enjoyed the podcast, make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment your favourite part. If you listen on Spotify or Apple, make sure to follow the podcast and leave a 5-star review, and see you next time. Bye.